Meteorologist Matthew East here with you. This is the Monday, November 16th edition of the Carolina Weather Video. Here we had just a picture-perfect weather weekend, sunshine, way above average temperatures for mid-November, and another sort of repeat performance today, but change is coming. And I'll talk about what this week holds, plus maybe when our next big push of cold air might try to arrive as this video unfolds. So that'll be what we're discussing this morning. Here's the overall radar image across the lower 48 this morning. And we have a big upper level low sitting back in the plain states. That's been responsible for a lot of snow in the Rockies again over the weekend. And now we're seeing snow flying today, parts of Nebraska and Kansas. Now, ahead of that system in the warmer area, you have rain, even some embedded thunderstorms from Texas and Louisiana up through Arkansas. And then that rain extends up into parts of the Midwest as well. Closer look, there's the southern end of that system with some showers and storms in Texas and northwestern Louisiana, and then the colder air, there's the snow flying in Nebraska and Kansas. All that really in response to a big upper air low pressure, and that's the 500 millibar chart valid at 2 this afternoon, or actually valid at 1 this afternoon after the time change. And yeah, the big upper low sitting over southeastern parts of Kansas. And when you see these cut-off upper air lows, they are oftentimes very slow moving, and that is the case with this one. So even though it's not that far away, our rain chance still probably 48 hours away, probably not until Wednesday we see any measurable rain opportunities. Now, with that upper air low sitting over the plain states, we have a ridge for one more day here across our area, so no rain chances today, and a quiet day. And temperature is really our big weather story today. There's a look at the high temperature map today, courtesy of Right Weather, and notice highs in the 70s here across the region, across the Carolinas today. And in relation to average, these highs across our part of the country 10 to, in some cases, 15 degrees above average. So it is a much above average mid-November temperature day today. But that's about to change. Let's go out to tomorrow here on the GFS. High pressure in the New England states begins to wedge down the eastern side of the mountains. One of our Carolina wedges again setting itself up, and moisture overriding that wedge. So we'll see a whole lot more cloud cover tomorrow and a cooler day. So after 70s today, we're going to be in the low to mid 60s tomorrow. Probably still dry tomorrow, but as we get into tomorrow night and Wednesday, that's when our next shower chance arrives. That big upper low pulling up into the Midwest, moisture overriding the wedge here. So it looks like Wednesday will be a day with a lot of cloud cover, sort of a coolish day, highs in the 50s Wednesday. And then on Thursday, I'm going to maintain that chance of some showers, maybe upper 50s to lower 60s with some shower chances on Thursday. Now that system's gone in time for a dry forecast there on Friday. Saturday, the weekend still looks, there's some question marks, but right now I've gone with a dry weekend forecast. That's the GFS for Saturday and Sunday. Now notice it does develop this coastal area of low pressure as we go Friday, Saturday, and there into Sunday that moves up into the New England states. A lot of uncertainty with exactly how that coastal low might try to develop. Let me switch over now to the Canadian model. This is valid Monday of next week, so a week from today, and it really cranks that low along the coast and throws a lot of rain back into our region. And it's sort of the most extreme of all the models this morning with developing that coastal low, but obviously that's something we'll keep watching. I have not included a rain chance for Monday yet, but it's something we're watching. And I talked about maybe the next chance for some significant cold air. It's certainly nothing set in stone, but the latest run of the GFS does indeed bring a nice storm system through here Friday. That is the Friday the 27th. That is the day after Thanksgiving next week. And yeah, how about that? Thanksgiving next week. That's coming up quickly. But yeah, the day after Thanksgiving, the GFS brings a storm system through, and then a lot of cold air floods the eastern U.S. behind that for the weekend following Thanksgiving. Now, that's certainly, again, not set in stone, but there's been several indications that around that time frame, just after Thanksgiving, that might be when we see a decent push of some colder air. I'm going to sort of focus in on that potential here for the next few days as to whether or not I think that's going to transpire or not. And obviously last week was really focused on our big coastal low and didn't look a whole lot out into the longer range. I'm going to sort of focus back out there again as we head toward the end of November into December, and see when we might see that first big push of sustained cold of the season. So anyway, some early indications we might see some cold air after Thanksgiving. Don't hold me to that just yet. All right, that's it for today's edition of the Carolina Weather Video. Enjoy that great above average temperature type of day today, because some cooler and showery type of weather is just around the corner. Have a great day, and God bless.